Happy Sentinels Tuesday, and welcome to what is probably going to be the last Cauldron special. We're today looking at Screamachine. They are the villainous rock band that is Gyrosaur's nemesis because, I don't know, that's awesome. Slice, Valentine, Bloodlace, and Ricky G are our villain today, and they're pretty interesting, and I'm glad I put this off for a couple of weeks because there have been some big changes to them recently, but everything should be good now. Fighting them are the brand new Doc Havoc 2199. I actually tried him the other day. He's pretty neat. La Commodora, Venture Twins number 1 through 14, and a modified Omnitron X in Fort Adamant. So, a lot of stuff going on here. Let's start with the set list. Warming up. Start of the game, put this card, Slice, Valentine, Bloodlace, and Ricky G's villain character cards into play in that order, warming up side up. Search the villain deck for all guitarist, vocalist, bassist, and drummer cards, shuffle them, place them beneath this card face down, shuffle the villain deck. And that is this thing over here which says set list. It has been shuffled. We'll deal with that in a minute. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, flip this card. So this front side is just setup rules and some advanced rules. So their deck is 13 cards. The band members all work pretty much the same way. On their warming up side, if there are ever 3 cards of their type in play, they flip. And once they flip, they become really dangerous. So you want to take them out before they can upgrade fully. And then like the Ennead, each one has a symbol that gives them an effect. Slice deals the hero with the second lowest HP, 3 sonic damage. Valentine deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP, 2 psychic damage each. Bloodlace heals each other villain target, so she usually needs to go first. And Ricky G protects the villain target with the lowest HP. So she's also a good idea to take out first. I think that's all I want to say about them. So let's go ahead and get started by flipping the set list. Gameplay. Cards beneath this one are not considered in play. Guitarist, vocalist, bassist, and drummer cards are indestructible. Destroyed villain characters are removed from the game. So unlike the Ennead, they actually have a front and a back instead of a front and incapacitated side. Also, to compare to the Ennead, they have a little bit better time with area damage, mostly thanks to Ricky. Whenever a card beneath this one is revealed, play it if it shares a keyword with a card in play. And it's important to note, their only keyword is villain. I got this wrong the first time I did it. At the start of the villain turn, reveal the top card beneath this one. At the end of the villain turn, if 2 or fewer villain characters remain in play, villain target with the highest HP deals each hero 2 sonic damage and plays the top card of the villain deck. This is how you're supposed to do it. So start of the very first villain turn, we reveal the top card of the set list. It is a drummer card. It does not share a keyword, so it goes on the bottom, and then we play the top card of the stack. So instead we get a bassist card. When this card enters play, if Bloodlace is not in play, reveal the top card beneath the set list. Increase the next damage dealt by Bloodlace by 2 every time a bassist icon comes up. And so she's already on route to upgrading first, because the way this works is, start of the next turn, we reveal the top card. If it's a bassist card, it goes into play. If not, it goes on the bottom, and we have a better chance of getting a bassist card. So we're going to try and take her out. Then they play a card. Death Metal. Each hero may destroy one of their ongoing or equipment cards. The villain target with the highest HP deals each hero that did not destroy a card this way 3 psychic damage. So everybody take 3. Activate all vocalist and bassist effects. Oh boy. So Valentine hits the 2 highest for 2. That's La Commodora and Doc Havoc. Bloodlace heals everybody else, but they're all at full, and then she gets a +2 to her next damage. And that's their turn. Okay, Doc. I'll start with Rapid Regen for all that's going to hurt us in the long run. And then his power is Motivate. Doc Havoc deals a target 2 melee damage, or a hero that regained HP this turn uses a power. So we'll just go ahead and hit Bloodlace for 2. That will be more useful later on. Draw a card. La Commodore starts with Concordant Helm, because why wouldn't she? You may take your play power and draw a phase in any order. At the end of your turn, you may either move an equipment card from your trash to your hand, or put the bottom card of your deck in your hand. So I'm just going to play power draw this time. Well, let's grab some of those tokens. See if I can actually remember what the hell I'm supposed to do here. If you haven't played La Commodore before, the important part of Concordant Helm is taking your draw phase first, because then, like that card in Wager Master's deck that flips your turn around, you get to draw 2 cards. So her power is actually useless because nobody has a trash yet. Alright, so she draws a card. And then at the end of her turn, we'll just put the bottom card of her deck into her hand. Doesn't matter what it is. That's another Concordant Helm. Okay, we're going to start with a mystery. Draw 2 cards. Reveal the top card of the villain and environment decks. Discard 1 and replace the other. So let's see, that is Harsh Note. Increase the next damage dealt by a villain target by H, which would be Slice in that case, because it activates all guitarist and vocalist effects. And EMP Cannon. Oh, hey. Yeah, I would definitely replace that. I've never seen that card before. That's awesome. That was helpful. So the Venture Twins number 1 through 14, The idea of the promo is this is the 14 pairs of clones that have come before Dean and Hank. So their power is replaceable clones. Discard the top card of your deck and use a power. Power 2 is, for each ongoing in your trash, activate either its start of turn effect or its power, then shuffle your trash into your deck. So you have to use a power, so this may actually do nothing. Let's see. Cunning Disguise, yeah, it's a one-shot, so I just shuffle that back into the deck. That's fine. Draw a card. Omnitron X has two modified cards, Reset and Singularity. Singularity is essentially the same, but you get +1 damage on it, which I approve of. Reset is now move up to 2 component cards from your trash into play. The start of turn effect of each component move this way immediately acts and shuffle your trash into your deck. Weird. Not sure that I like it. I'm going to go ahead and play Gaussian Coil Blaster, and he'll time shift himself for Singularity. I think that's worth doing. Drop that, and he hits each non-hero target for 2. They've got no damage reduction, so good times. Draw a card. Alright, EMP Cannon. This is exciting. Each hero has access to this power. Discard a card. If you do, this card deals itself 2 energy damage and one target 5 energy damage. I think that's better than pretty much everybody's power at this point. Okay, start of the villain turn and reveal the top card of the set list. It's another drummer card, so that goes on the bottom, which means if we get down to the bottom of the set list, Ricky's going to start powering up. And then we play instead Mental Link, Vocalist. When this card enters play, if Valentine is not in play, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So on a Vocalist power, if Valentine is in play the top card of the villain deck, but it does not activate any of its icon effects. So now he's getting a little more dangerous. They play a card. Nothing but hits. Each villain target deals the hero target the highest HP 2 projectile damage. Activate all Vocalist and Drummer effects. Vocalist, Valentine hits the 2 highest for 2, that's Doc Havoc, and Venture Twins, and then we play the top card of the villain deck, so we might want to focus on him too. Harsh Note, increase the next damage dealt by a villain target by H. Okay. And Drummer, Ricky G, reduces damage dealt to Bloodlace by 1. Well, that'll give us an excuse to beat on Valentine for a while. That's it. Field Dressing, everybody heal 2. And then I will play Gas Mask. Whenever an environment card is destroyed, Doc Havoc gains 2 HP. I'm going to go ahead and use the EMP Cannon. Drop Brawler, so it deals itself 2, and it'll hit Valentine for 5. So that means we can essentially use that 3 times, unless something heals it somehow. Alright, she will draw 2 cards. Okay, I will play Harnessed Anomaly. Shuffle a card from its trash into its deck, put the top card of that deck into play. We'll make that this Field Dressing. Play Reckless Charge. Increase damage dealt to Doc Havoc by 1, you may draw an extra card during your draw phase. That's not very useful. He can take it, he's a big guy. I can draw a card or play a card. I will play Ship Shape, because that's real important. First time you discard a card each turn, you may draw a card. At the start of your turn, you may discard a card. If you do, put one of your equipment or ongoing cards in play on top of your deck, and then play the top card of your deck. It's a weird effect. I have found reasons to use it. For her power, she will discard a card, which, let's get rid of that, and that lets her draw a card. EMP Cannon hits itself for 2 and hits Valentine for 5, and that's her turn. And then I will put an equipment card into my hand, and I think that's it. Yeah, I really need to start playing with these tokens more often because I forget far too much. Play Machine Gun. So we'll go ahead and use Placeable Clones, discard the top card of my deck. Oh good, it's an ongoing. And then I will discard a card for my second power. This hits itself for 2 and hits Valentine for 5. It's pretty good. We did 15 damage to him this round. And draw a card. Alright, Innovation Ray, because that'll be useful. Time Shift to Deployment Unit. Excellent. Draw a card. Of course, he's in good position to get his shit kicked in, but, well, if he does, we have a reset. Fort Adamant. Bionic Patroller. Ah, here we go. Here's the downside to the EMP Cannon. Then the environment turn, this card deals non-environment target with the second highest HP X energy damage for X number of security cards in play +1. EMP Cannon is also security cards, so that's 3. Of course, he's going to be hitting Slice, so I don't actually care. Good Fort Adamant. Good. Okay, set list. It's a Guitarist card. It goes on the bottom. And instead we get another Vocalist card. Oh, that's bad. Valentine is immune to damage dealt by environment cards. So now on Vocalist effects, 1 environment card in play deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. That's not as bad. I think we still want to kill him. Alright, and they play a card. Scream and Shout. Each villain target deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 sonic damage. Oh, and that first one is going to be 6. That's going to La Commodora. Ow. Okay, and then this matters. So that was Slice. Valentine will hit Omnitron. Ricky G will hit Doc Havoc for 3. And then Bloodlace is going to hit the Venture Twins for 4. Yowza. Activate all Guitarist and Bassist effects. Oh, I guess I should have just left this in here. Alright, so Slice hits the second lowest for 3 Sonic. That is the Venture Twins. And then she heals all of them for 3 because of Rapid Regen. And she gets +2 to her next one, and that's it for them. This is ramping up real quick. This is getting dangerous. Gonna play this card. You know, I kind of need that extra card draw. Alright, he will go ahead and hit Valentine for 2 and draw a card. Alright, start of her turn. Do that. Draw 2 cards. I think it is time to weigh anchor. Reveal the bottom card of your deck. If it has the same name as the limited card currently in play, discard it, otherwise put it into play. If an equipment card enters play this way, repeat the text of this card. So, Brig Teleporter. Another weigh anchor. Okay, that immediately goes into play. So we keep on doing this. That gets another Brig Teleporter. Rudder in the Time Stream. Flintlock and Cutlass. The Commodore deals a target 2 projectile damage, and she deals a target 2 melee damage. Just go ahead and hit him for 4. Okay, oh boy, oh wow. So, Brig Teleporter says at the start of your turn, you either discard a card to destroy this card. At the end of your turn, the Commodore may deal a target 1 irreducible energy damage. If it has 5 or fewer HP, it cannot deal damage until the start of my turn. That won't happen, but it's a little bit of extra damage, so that's cool. Rudder in the Time Stream gives me a power to move a card from the trash to the bottom of its deck, move a card from a different trash to the bottom of its deck, and then draw a card. Good control, probably not going to use it. So for her power, shuffle her deck. We'll put this Harness Anomaly underneath the top card of her deck, and that's her turn. No, it's not. Then she'll deal a damage and a damage to Valentine. And that's her turn. Oh wait, except it's not, because she can put the bottom card of her deck into her hand. Oh my god, nobody is more complicated. Flintlock and Cutlass. Acceptable. Play Junior Reporter. Okay, so, replaceable clones. So I'll discard the top card of their deck. That's another one shot, so it doesn't matter. So then I can use a power. I'll use Junior Reporter. Reveal the top 2 cards of the player's deck. Place one in their hand and the other on the bottom of their deck. You may use the power on a Hank card. Let's do Omnitron. Hank gets Machine Gun. The Venture Twins deal up to 2 targets, 3 projectile damage each. Then discard 2 cards to destroy this card. So we'll hit Valentine and Bloodlace and drop that. And draw a card. Okay, start of his turn, healing 2, and then he can draw a card or play a card, and he'll draw a card. Technological advancement. Need temporal shielding, shuffle, draw. Of course, now we don't know what is on the bottom of his deck, so that's not going to work with the Venture Twins thing. And then, keep time shifting himself, self-sabotage. I'm going to destroy this electro deployment unit, because I want to be able to use reset at least once. Omnitron deals a target X energy damage, X the number of component cards destroyed this way times 2, so he'll hit Valentine for 2. And draw. Aggressive volunteering, oh dear. Bionic Patroller hits Slice for 3. I'm very okay with that. Aggressive volunteering says at the end of the environment turn, discard the top 2 cards of the environment deck. Put any subjects discarded this way into play. Then deal each target 1 lightning damage. If at least 3 environment targets are dealt damage this way, destroy this card. So that will hopefully happen if we get a subject. It will not hit Valentine, he's immune. There is a subject, and not a subject. Okay, so we got Highbrow. Okay, everybody take 1 lightning damage. 1, 2, 3. That means that will go away. Highbrow says whenever a non-subject target is destroyed, this card regains 2 hit points. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the 3 targets other than itself with the lowest HP 2 psychic damage. And that should say 2 psychic damage each. I can't believe they did that. So that's Valentine, who's immune, the Venture Twins, and La Commodora. Okay, she needs to go. Start of their turn. Set list. Bassist. That goes into play. So it can't stop the music. If Bloodlace is in play, the villain target with the lowest HP regains 2 HP. Youch. Could be worse. Need to kill her. Need to kill Valentine. Up to 11. The villain target with the lowest HP regains 4 HP. Valentine deals each non-villain target 1 sonic damage. He soaks it. That destroys the EMP cannon, which means he heals 3. Activate all bassist and drummer effects, and then reveal the top card beneath the set list. Ouch. I think this is their power card. No, actually they have 1 card that's worse. Okay, bassist. They heal 3. Increase the next damage dealt by Bloodlace by 2. And the villain target lowest HP regains 3. Now we reveal the top card of the set list. Drummer cards, so it goes on the bottom. And we get, oh, fingers crossed, Guitarist. Slices Axe. So on a Guitarist effect, he deals the hero with the most cards in hand 3 melee damage. Okay, so we have everything but extra drummer cards. Oh boy! Syringe Darts. We need to start taking out some fools. 2 damage to Valentine and Bloodlace. Draw 2 cards. Okay, start of turn. Drop the Brig Teleporter. I'm going to discard to keep the other Brig Teleporter, however. First, I'm going to draw 2 cards. Oh, hey look, Harnessed Anomaly. I'm going to put that back into his deck and then play the top card of his deck. Hey, Disruptive Flechettes. That's helpful. I'm going to destroy Reckless Charge. 2 damage. And then I can play a card. Oh, how about Harnessed Anomaly? Let's put that Disruptive Flechettes back in his deck. Shuffle and play Reactive Plating Subroutine. That's good. And then I can play Paradoha Figurehead. That increases damage dealt by targets in its play area by 1. And for her power, we will put a Harnessed Anomaly under the top card of her deck. And she can just keep drawing it, and it'll be amazing. Okay, end of turn. Yeah, let's put Brig Teleporter in my hand, and then that will hit Valentine for 1, actually 2, and I will move the figurehead. I feel like I'm going to give that to Omnitron. Okay, Adventure Twins. Boy Adventurers. Destroy an environment card. Doc Havoc heals 3. Reveal the top card of the environment deck and either replace or discard it. Bionic Patroller. They're still mostly focused on the villains, although that will hit Doc Havoc. You know what? I'm okay with this. He can take damage. Alright, discard the top card of their deck, and then I'm going to use, for their second power, the second half of Replaceable Clones. For each ongoing in your trash, either activate its start or turn effects or its power, then shuffle your trash into your deck. So I got Doc's Student, play a one-shot, Undignified Flailing. The Adventure Twins deal a target 2 melee damage, and they deal a target 1 melee damage, so they'll hit him for 3. And then I can use the power on a Hank card, go ahead and do that. 3 to Valentine and Bloodlace, and then I have to let it go. And then I think that's it for ongoings, because it's just ongoings. Yeah, okay, shuffle the trash into the deck. That was productive, though. Draw a card. Okay, Omnitron, healing time. Oh, right, I want to play Reset. So put the Gaussian Coil Blaster and the Electro Deployment Unit into play. Start of turn effect of each component moved this way immediately acts, so he can do 3 targets, 2 lightning damage each. That will take out Valentine. I'm going to set them off to the side so that I can actually show you what their powered up version is like. There's 1, 2, and 2 to Ricky. And then I can draw a card or play a card. I'll play Disruptive Flechettes and hit everything for 3. Amazing. And then I shuffle my trash into my deck. Power. Oh, let's time shift him. Reset. Okay, now see, now Reset becomes less useful because I need to discard it. Otherwise, I'm just going to shuffle the other. Well, you know what? I'll play it. Nothing happens. I just shuffle the other Reset into my deck and draw a card. Okay. I think the game is giving me a hint. Hey, look, it's Bionic Patroller. Who knew? So they're hitting the second highest for 3, that's Doc Havoc, and then we'll say Slice. And I'm going to take and flip those over just so I don't have to keep checking them. Okay, start of their turn, reveal. Bassist, oh shit. Okay, Bloodlace flips with 6 HP to go. 2 Ultimate Bassist. At the end of the villain turn, the villain target with the lowest HP, which is her, deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 melee damage and then regains 4 hit points. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Oh boy, that's Omnitron. Well, can't stop the music. Concussive Wave. When this card is played, activate all drummer and guitarist effects. Oh, this is an ongoing card. At the start of the villain turn, destroy this card. Whenever a villain target would be dealt damage, reduce that damage by X. X is 2 if the damage is 4 or more, 1 if the damage is exactly 3, and 0 otherwise. So you can hit them for 2, otherwise you're hitting them for 2, or you're hitting them for 2. You have to deal 5 damage to hit them for more than that. It's honestly a really neat defensive card. It's fun to play around. That being said, let's see. Drummer effects. That protects Bloodlace. Guitarist effects. He hits the second lowest for 3 Sonic, that's La Commodora. And then he hits the most cards in hand for 3 melee, that's also La Commodora. That's not good. And then at the end of the villain turn, Bloodlace hits the highest for 8 melee damage. Oh, she needs to go. That's Omnitron, who loses all of his crap. Damn it. And then she heals 5. Woof. Okay. Stim Shot. Draw a card. Somebody can use a power. Does anybody have any useful powers? Not really. Everybody's kind of lost their powers at this point. Fine, he'll go ahead and use Syringe Darts. I want to get Ricky down as much as I can while we're dealing with Bloodlace. And he'll just go ahead and motivate Ricky in the face and draw a card. Okay, start of turn. I will discard Brig Teleporter, keep Brig Teleporter, which lets me draw a card, and discard for the figurehead, and then draw 2 cards. And then I can play a card, Harness Anomaly. Throw away Anchor back into her deck. Play the top card of her deck. Combat Timing. Oh, that's useful. If La Commodora would be dealt 3 or more damage, prevent that damage, and she deals a target 2 projectile damage, then destroy this card. Yeah, that'll be real great. I can play a card. I'll play Chronological Sweet Spot. This should be awesome. She really needs another power. Okay, Harness Anomaly is going back under the top card of her deck after I shuffle it. And then end of turn, that's equipment, put it back in her hand. Brig Teleporter will hit Bloodlace for 1 because it's irreducible. And then we do Chronological Sweet Spot. At the end of your turn, reveal the top card of each hero deck. If the revealed card is a one-shot, play it. If not, discard it. So, Doc Havoc, discard. Commodora, discard. Adventure Twins, come on. A mystery. Draw 2 cards. Oh, that's exactly what they needed. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. It's Death Metal. That might be okay. Blast Doors. No, I'll keep Blast Doors. We'll avoid some damage. And the top card of Omnitron's deck, Self-Sabotage. He has nothing to destroy. That's sad. And that's her turn. Keep that out as long as I possibly can. Okay, start of your turn, you may put the bottom card of a deck into play. If you do, destroy this card. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it to Omnitron. Defensive Blast. Well, that could be worse. Actually, that could be a lot worse. That's actually really good. Okay, destroy that card. Play Organ Donor. Another hero deals the Venture Twins 2 melee damage. That'll be La Commodora. If the Venture Twins are dealt damage this way, that hero target regains 5/6 HP. That'll keep her in the game a little longer. We'll go ahead and discard the top card of their deck. It's a machine gun. Oh, I still have Junior Reporter in their trash. So reveal the top 2 cards of a player's deck, place one in their hand and the other on the bottom of their deck. I'm going to do that for them, because they need cards. I'll take that and put that on the bottom, and then shuffle their trash into their deck so I don't know what the bottom card is anymore. That's fine then. Draw a card. Okay, Omnitron has nothing to do. I'm going to play Slip Through Time, and then I'm going to Defensive Blast, and hit, unfortunately, everything but Bloodlace. Takes that out, so he heals 3. That's fine. Draw a card, and I can play a card. I'll play Bioengineering Beam. No, actually I won't. I'm going to play the Selected Deployment Unit, and then he'll Time Shift himself. Rocket Punch. Acceptable. Okay, Fort Adamant. We get Blast Doors. At the start of the environment turn, one player may discard their hand and draw a card. If at least one card is discarded this way, the environment deck cannot play cards this turn. If at least 3 cards are discarded this way, also destroy all other environment cards and destroy this card. It's a very nice last ditch if you've like overrun with subjects or something, and it's much nicer than just discard your hand or something bad happens, like so many other environments. Bionic Patroller hits Ricky for 3, actually. That's the security card. Awesome. Screamachine flips a Guitarist card that goes into play. Shred Zone slice deals the 2 hero targets the lowest HP 1 irreducible sonic damage each. Oh boy. And we didn't take out Bloodlace, which is an issue. Okay, Scream and Shout. Each villain target deals a hero target the highest HP 2 sonic damage. That's 6 damage to him. Activate all Guitarist and bassist effects. So, second lowest takes 3 sonic damage. That is Omnitron, who takes 1, and will do 2 sonic damage to Bloodlace. Then he hits the most cards in hand for 3. That is still La Commodora. Oh, right, Percussive Wave goes away. I don't think I ignored that. I think everything I did was 2 or less. Shred Zone, he hits the 2 lowest for 1 each. That will be the Venture Twins, and also Omnitron, who will hit Bloodlace for 2. Bassist effects. So she doesn't have one on herself, but she gets a +2, and then the lowest heals 3, and the lowest heals 3. Damn. Okay. End of the villain turn. Villain target lowest HP deals hero target the highest HP 6 melee damage, because that's her, and she hits Doc Havoc. And then she heals 5. She needs to go now. I'm going to play Improvised Mind, which is a card I never, ever play. When this card is played, discard an equipment card, this card is destroyed. Easily done. When a villain card would enter play, before it is revealed, you may destroy this card. If you do, prevent that card from entering play, and Doc Havoc deals a target 2 fire damage, so we're going to avoid their card play next round. I will use Syringe Darts and do some damages. The funny thing is, if you can keep them all around the same HP, it's actually better. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do combat timing. She didn't take that 3 melee damage, and she hit Bloodlace for 2. Play another one of those, I think. Alright, start of her turn. Yeah, I'll discard for the Brig Teleporter, which lets me draw a card. Discard for La Paradoja Figurehead. And then Chronological Sweet Spot says at the start of your turn, destroy one of your ongoing equipment cards. So I'll destroy the Brig Teleporter. I know I discarded to keep it in play, but it didn't count because of ship shape. You know what? I forgot that all of Omnitron's damage was increased by 1. Okay, all the HP totals are looking a little better now. He's going to do that again. Okay, Harnessed Anomaly. Put a reset back into his deck. Play the top card. Bioengineering Beam. Okay, cool. I can play a card. I'm going to play Combat Timing because that was great. Power. Harnessed Anomaly. Going under the top card of her deck. And then that goes back in her hand. And then we do Chronological Sweet Spot, which is awesome. Phosphor Blast. Doc Havoc deals each target 1 radiant damage. Hey, Omnitron soaks it. The cool thing is, non-hero targets dealt damage this way may not regain HP until the start of your next turn, so that will actually be really useful, all things considered. That's an equipment that goes in the trash. That's an ongoing. That'll be useful later. And that's an equipment. That could have been better. I'll probably let that go next turn. Clone Army. The Venture Twins deal each non-hero target 2 melee damage. Takes out the Patroller, and he heals 3. And then, okay, that was not an ongoing, but for each ongoing, I can use its power. The Venture Twins deal a target 2 melee damage. That target is 3 or fewer HP, you may destroy it. If you do, destroy this card also. Hey, look at that. And Bloodlace is destroyed. So they are powered up now, because they get extra stuff at the end of the turn. Unless I can take them out, which is entirely possible, let's be realistic. Shuffle their trash into their deck, and draw a card. Okay, start his turn, Slip Through Time goes away. He can draw a card or play a card. I guess I'll draw a card. And then I'm going to play Slip Through Time, and then I'm going to use Defensive Plating and hit everything for 8. Oh, and we win. Okay, that worked. +1 damage on Omnitron X is a good thing. Okay, so Things we did not see. Ultimate Vocalist. Increased damage dealt by villain targets by 1. Oh, that's real bad. At the end of the villain turn, Valentine deals the hero target with the highest HP, 3 sonic damage, and 2 psychic damage. Ultimate Guitarist. At the end of the villain turn, Slice deals the hero with the second lowest HP, 3 sonic damage. Targets in that hero's play area cannot deal damage until the start of the next villain turn. That could have been devastating. Here's the really fun one. Ultimate Drummer. All other villain targets are indestructible and immune to damage. So if she flips, you have to take her out. At the end of the villain turn, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it would activate any drummer cards, put it into play. Otherwise, discard it. Let's take a look at the set list. Irresistible Voice, Vocalist. If Valentine is in play, the hero target with the lowest HP deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. Pounding Rhythm, Drummer. Ricky G deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 irreducible melee damage. Reduce the next damage dealt by a target damage this way by 2. There's another Pounding Rhythm, another Shred Zone, and Tectonic Beat. Reduce damage dealt to Ricky G by 1 until the start of the next villain turn. So she just tanks. And if she's the only one out, she's going to be tanking a lot. What about their deck? Live in Concert. This is the real nasty one. The villain target with the highest HP deals the hero target with the highest HP H melee damage. Each player discards a card. Activate all banned effects. They've only got one of those, but really, that's enough. We saw everything else. So that's Screamachine. They're actually pretty cool. I enjoy fighting them. Like I said, they're a good take on the Ennead template. I was able to take them out with area of effect damage. But, you know, I had a good team. I got set up pretty good, which, if there's anything that Screamachine is lacking, it's card destruction. But that could have gone very differently. They're very good at powering themselves up, and I don't know, I like them. The modded Omnitron, like I said, Singularity is a nice change. Reset I don't know that I like quite so much. It goes from being a card that you play all the time because it's just useful to being a card you save up to, and if you get it from a time shift or something, you have to throw it away if it's wrong. Doc Havoc variant is cool. I'm sorry that I didn't get to use the, someone else can use a power thing. I never found his flask, that's why. And the Venture Brothers variant is unreliable, but it's also cool. I think La Comodoro was the star of this show, however. And that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Again, leave a comment if you're interested in the Oblivion live stream. I would like to do it next month. I don't know what day. Well, it'll probably be on a Sunday, but I don't know what time. That's what I want to figure out. As always, Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver, Sentinels, and Cauldron DLC, and Adelphi Phages archives are not licensed greatly against products. Please support the official release and flip. Alright, so Omnitron X has 2 modified cards. Holy shit.